when you put your cleats on, your feet kind of lose a little bit of the access, almost like a small cast sometimes. So I like to get my feet warmed up going into the game like that way.
Now, obviously, Jacksonville, Florida weather, pretty good weather, year in, year out. But, I've noticed this in Kansas City and Philly. It's a little cold, wet. Does it matter weather or anything like that?
I won't do it in the mud. I'll tell you that I won't do it in the mud, but now normally I'm gonna stick to it. Yes, sir.
Nice. Last one for you. Just about that, superstition-wise. Is there any little bit of a superstition that goes on? Because some games I see you out there with cleats on, some with none. Is there any superstition behind that?
Nah, I'm very spontaneous, to be honest. At times, I kind of go with how I'm feeling that day, especially with maybe how I was feeling throughout the week, and so I don't force myself to do one thing or the next, but I do what makes me comfortable.
Now, getting into this game coming up against the Titans, as a competitor, being that everything you guys are going through in the month of December, you still got everything you want right in front of you. It comes down to the last game of the year against division rival, the most hated team, if you will. As a competitor, do you live for moments like that?
Yeah, absolutely. And then, speaking to everything we've been through, like you mentioned, to be here week 18, still standing as a player and as a team to be in the mix going into the playoffs, it means a lot as a competitor. And like I said, individually, it's a medal just to be standing still week 18. A lot of guys go down and don't get a chance to play.
Doesn't matter about playoff scenarios or anything like that. It's pretty much just go out there and just win, right?
Yeah, just win. Whatever it takes, you win and you win.
Last one for me. On defense, you guys' mantra is stop the run first and foremost. It's going up against a guy that you know fairly well, Derrick Henry. Is there a different mindset than maybe in years past, or it's just defend him the same way?
Every week is different, so you got to be ready for whatever, especially in a game like this where the costs are high, and all the energy is going to be high on both sides. So we know how to lock in that aspect, but stop the run is definitely the mindset.
Say, Andre, for you guys, I know Doug said he's not running through any of the playoff scenarios. The only scenario is to win the division and win this game on Sunday. Emotionally, where you guys were this time a year ago in a win and in versus now, how would you evaluate, compare the two?
A little bit more prepared. I think last year, some guys, I know for myself, it's my first time being in a scenario like that. So being this is the second time, you know how to handle it a little bit better. Going into the practice week, not to focus too much on next week, but just take it one day at a time, and then when Sunday comes, take care of business.
Doug stressed that for you and Tyson, you're gradually getting your sea legs back under you guys from the injury. How would you evaluate your health, especially coming off of last week?
Yeah, I'm happy about where I'm at, especially like I was just saying, like week 18. A lot of times you kind of on edge, and now I feel like I'm getting back to my full self.
Differences between Levis and Tannehill, depending on who's running out there. What have you seen on film from both this year?
I think that the offense stays the same in a lot of aspects. I think both guys, Will Levis got a lot of experience now, and Tannehill obviously been doing it for a while, so I'm not going to say too much of a big difference there.